In Cosmopolis, I will formally be showing a celestial planisphere. That is a device that is used to read the skies from any point on Earth. And what I'm showing is the representation of the sky from the first hour of the first day of month 1 of year 1 of the Christian area from Jerusalem. That means like the official beginning of history for the Western world. So with that format, I'm replacing the names of the stars with concepts and ideas and data and names, and try to show another alternative reading of history. Well, I'm from Argentina, that is a country with a colonial past. So my works had been around identities, but more specifically focus in the construction of subjectivities as a result of colonialism and in, of course, in a historical dimension. Basically, I'm proposing another way of telling the history. And as I said, like the identity, it's a process built by experiences, and if you change the tale of the history, where that experience will be registered, everything changes. So it's much more important the tale of the history than the experience itself. And basically, what I'm trying to show is like the history that includes the female part of humanity, feminine part of humanity. And I like this concept that it's much more wider than talking about gender and biological conditions. So that's why I like this idea of a feminine part of humanity. And so it involves many women, very important in roles and in the process of independent process in Latin America, in America and other latitudes, but also artists and writers and thinkers or just unknown women, that all that experience had to do with a new tale of history. I do think that as the identity is a process that grows up through experiences, but much more important is where that experiences have to be registered. So when you review the tale of history in a critical way, that means to dismantle in a way the power behind the history, the tale of the history, then everything changes. That produce new identities, and maybe you are not anymore who you're supposed to be. So I think that has to do in that way, just looking for alternative reading of histories and possibilities of existence in this complex time.